The slings were introduced to her originally as a way to keep her foot off the ground. It was to encourage her to keep her foot up, to make it easier for her to get used to using crutches. So they disappeared after she had gotten used to it and was no longer putting her foot on the ground. And they were reintroduced because we found that it was helping her, not just for keeping her foot off the ground, but helping her hip. If Celine didn't have Perthes disease, nothing much would change in our daily life. Like, I'd still be doing the vlogging because that was something I had started before she was even diagnosed. We probably wouldn't have quite so many doctor's visits, just the ones for Nana. Yeah, I don't think too much would change. You'd see her on the tramp a lot more. Well, you'd probably see her on there permanently. We'd be walking to school rather than me driving her to school and walking home, rather than me picking her up in the car. Those would be the main ones. Yes, especially during the school terms and winter, our life is confined to our home, school and the supermarket and the doctor's offices. Simply because we live in a country town, and to go anywhere exciting is a 30-minute to 2-hour drive. We are hoping to do a bit more excursions with the school holidays coming up. It is hard, especially with 2 toddlers. You really need 2 adults to help keep an eye on the 3 of them. And Mum can't drive long distances very much. So we're going to have to plan our excursions so that she gets a break in between, because otherwise we just wouldn't be able to go anywhere. No, we've never tried traction equipment. I'm not quite sure how to get a hold of them or even to install them. I can't really modify any because of Celine's bed. She's got that princess bed and it's a little hard to organise to put a sling up for her to do it. I can't attach anything to the ceiling because the ceiling would just pull through instead. So I don't know. At this stage it hasn't been suggested by the specialist or the GP. I don't know if it's something they'll look at later. I don't know if it's something I should have broached with them later. The other thing is it would probably make Celine's sleeping a little hard because she doesn't sleep on her back. None of my kids sleep on their backs. They all sleep on their tummies. So having something and having a leg in traction when you're not used to sleeping on your back is a little uncomfortable, to say the least. No, we've not tried alternative mobility aids. I'm not quite sure what you mean by those. I'm assuming you mean wheelchairs and stuff like that. We haven't introduced any of those. A wheelchair was never suggested to start with. We were always instructed to use crutches, and that's what we went with. If we'd gone with the wheelchair and I found out later that we could have used crutches, I probably would have done that. But as of the stage, no, we haven't used any alternative mobility aids. Okay, I was made aware of the Snyder Sling by a reader of my blog, who was also watching my early vlogs. I don't know if she still watches, but she suggested, when Celine was first diagnosed, as a way to keep her foot up, she actually suggested the Snyder Sling, sent me a link to the design, and we went from there. Celine's sling is different to the original design. Her very first original sling, which is the black one with the red sling on it, you see it occasionally in the vlogs, she sometimes uses it. Originally I had made that more like the original design, but Celine didn't like the part that goes over the shoulder, so I took that off. She finds it a lot more comfortable just having the belt with the sling that the foot goes in. So they've just kind of evolved from the other one as to how we like it and how Celine finds them comfortable. Yeah. Right. The one shoe barefoot was also a suggestion by the same person who sent me the link for the Snyder Sling. She was someone who had a child who'd already gone through the Perthes Disease, and it was one of her suggestions for helping to keep Celine from putting her foot down. It was just a way for Celine to remember she's got to keep her foot up because she's got no shoe there.
Because I don't have to.
No. Are you allowed to wear them at school?
No.
No.
No. Ring bands. Yes.
Do you think a wheelchair would be fun, do you?
Yeah. Yes.
Lots of times. Have you ever been pushed in your brother's stroller?
Yes.
No. You've never been in your brother's stroller. However, he's been in yours. Because yours is the big black one.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes. No.
Well, you've been in one at the zoo.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Those are the moving stairs.
Yes. Where am I staying at? School.
Yeah.
Now.
So she wears it at school and she's wearing it now.
Hey, the bell. It helps ease the pain.
You've been practicing.
Yeah.
but not yet.
Because.
So you walk all day long?
Yeah. And run.
With your crutches. Okay.